One happy Sunday. It's me, probably in one of my most chill states that you've ever seen on this video. Probably because I started making these videos in January and it was not almost summer vacation and I was not totally out of energy. And so as I sit here and kind of relax on this Sunday, I said I was going to do my videos in my truest state. And if you go back to my original video, I said I was going to do this video no matter where I was, no matter what I had going on, no matter what, I was going to hold myself accountable. So I felt like, why should I get up and do all this running around when I just really need to be me and where I am? And so while I was reflecting on what I was going to share with you all this week, the thought fell in my mind about asking for help. And this is something that I think people kind of shy over, but I wanted to continue to gnaw on that thought of asking for help. Why is it so hard for individuals to ask for help? In class and in school, they tell you to work with neighbors, to do group work, and a lot of people shy away from group work, whether it's because people are lazy, people just don't like working with other people, you don't have to talk to other people, you don't have to depend on anyone else, or you don't have to expose your shortcomings. Whatever the reason is, people always shy away from asking for help. Now, I shied away from asking for help from people, and unconsciously, I don't even know why. I don't know why I was trying to ask for help. I wasn't afraid to ask questions, but I don't think I knew when the point was to ask for help. I didn't know what the indicators were that I need to ask for help. And I think that's important to think about that, because people say, why don't you ask for help? You just want to do it all yourself. And sometimes it's not that you want to do it all yourself. It's just you don't know what the indicators are that you should be asking for help. Like in your mind, all you remember is starting the task and the point of frustration. That's it. What were the indications before that point? You're such in a zone and you're such in a state of mind of trying to get it done that sometimes you miss those early indicators of, you know what, maybe I should be asking for help right here. Maybe I should have asked for help before I got to this state. And so I was thinking about that because I was with Puma today, and I was taking Puma out to the pet store. And if you don't know who Puma is, you got to watch my video before this one to find out who Puma is. So I'll keep that. But I just said the pet store, so you get to see what kind of pet Puma is. I could be taking a cat to the pet store. No one knows. Highly unlikely, but you just never know. Anyway, and I was tossing back and forth with, do I need to take Puma for assistance? Do I need to get assistance with Puma? And I had one individual tell me, oh, you can do this thing yourself. You can do this with Puma yourself. Don't pay this money. Don't do this money. You can do this by yourself. And in my age and my wisdom, I've learned that why do I have to push myself in an area when I know it's not my level of expertise? That's why professionals are professionals in their area of expertise. If you come to me about certain business aspects, certain aspects are my level of expertise. I don't have to know everything. I didn't say I know everything. However, I'm there to help you get to your end result. And so it made me reflect on the fact that even though I was aware of my shortcomings in terms of getting help with Puma, I allowed someone else on the outside to coach me in an area that, quite frankly, I didn't need to get coached on, because I had enough self-awareness to know, you know what? That's just not it. I don't have that, whatever that is for that particular area. And so it made me sit back, literally sit back and lay back like I'm doing now, and reflect on what are the indicators that I should be implementing in my life to ask for help. What are they? It could be something very simple, but why am I ignoring the signs, or do I know the signs before I get to the level of frustration? And Even though I should have asked for help at times and I did not ask it, I don't need someone to chastise me and say, well, you should have asked for help earlier. Well, you're probably right. Obviously, I'm asking for help now, but sometimes we don't have the self-awareness that we didn't ask for help. I mean, we're trying to keep so many things together that when I am asking for help or when I am venting to someone or talking about something, what I don't need for you to do is remind me that I didn't ask for help, or I should have asked for help, or I should know better. There's a lot of things I should know and I should be doing, but I'm not doing them. That's not even purposefully. It's just at the moment I'm not doing it. And if you're in my circle and you're around me, you're my accountability person, I need you to help me be aware of that. I don't need anyone to yell at me and say, well, you should know this, or why you got to be so brave and not ask for help, and why you got to be so perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm just trying to get it done, because in this life, I can only rely on me. So all I know is to rely on me. And when I can't get it, I try to find other means of making it happen. However, in wisdom, I am now learning that there are some areas that I can ask for help. But some of my asking for help from others, the wrong individuals at the time, has made me fearful of asking for help, in the fear of being ridiculed or talked about, or feeling less value. And it could be something as simple as, why didn't I ask for help with training, or why didn't I ask for help with passing out papers or stapling papers? It's because I didn't want that to be an inconvenience. That's something that I didn't know I was overwhelmed with until this one task got surrounded by several other tasks. So the other question is, if you see me sinking, why are you not offering to help? It's like this. It's the last thing I was saying to someone earlier this week. I said, you know what? When there's an incident, and I think I said this to someone else before too, so I'm going to try to make it brief. When there's an incident that occurs, an accident that occurs, whether it's a car or whatever, accident that occurs, you have first responders, the people who respond on the scene immediately. When those first responders are there, they're there to put certain course and actions. When the paramedics arrive, the first responders oftentimes fall back, secure the scene, and let the paramedics do their part. The paramedics does their part with the individual and then take the individual to the hospital for care, whether it's in the ambulance or whether it's by helicopter. Once they take that patient or the person who's injured to the destination via the hospital, they then clean up the ambulance or the mode of transportation, and then the RN and the CNAs come out and they begin to figure out what's going on, get the information that's going on to prepare the doctors, and the doctors come in and they decide what specialists they need, what surgeons and whatever else that they need. I say all that to say everyone has a part in this journey. Everyone asked for help from the person before, and in order for them to do their part adequately, they ask for help, or others set them up so that they don't have to ask certain questions, or they'll remind us certain questions that they did not ask or they did not ask for in the heat of the adrenaline of addressing the critical need of what's going on. Now, I hope you can follow that analogy, because sometimes I think that in asking for help, people interpret it as you don't ask for help because you are trying to be strong, or I didn't offer my help because you act like you didn't need me or whatever. No, sometimes not asking for help means that I didn't know I needed help in that particular area until I was sinking, until it was overwhelming for me, because I was handling as best as I could without the other extra baggage. And in life, as you're living, baggage comes along that's unexpected. Nothing's perfect. No one knows exactly everything that's going to happen. So you handle it as best as possible. So I think we all should stop being angry or being judgmental when someone didn't ask for help. I think that's a self-reflection of you, that when someone says, I couldn't do this or whatever, and they're voicing where they are, and you're like, well, you should ask for help. Well, ain't nobody tell you to do all that yourself. I think that's not so much about the person that person is saying it to, is something about you internally. Because that's conviction. Because when you saw that person was in need of help and you didn't help, now you're trying to justify, well, they didn't open up their mouth to ask for help. Don't be that person. And don't be the other person afraid to ask for help. If you need help, ask for it. Don't be afraid. What they say, a closed mouth don't get fed. Ask for help. I'm asking for help. Obviously, my living situation shows I'm asking for help. I was trying to do it by myself. I was trying to do this journey by myself. Box myself in, and here I am. Back asking for help. I tried it my way. So thank you guys out there who are viewing, because you just viewing, you placing your comments below, you helping me, because obviously this video is about me self-reflecting. These videos about not only my journey to facing things I fear the most, but me self-reflecting on asking for help. So hope this helps you. Hope this helps someone. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And you guys have a great Sunday and a great rest of the week. And I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Peace.